Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a day in the life of our summer school. So hopefully that's fun for you. And later on in this video, I have an unboxing to do. One of my subscribers, her name is Ashley, contacted me and wanted to do a little bit of a collab. And so she sent me something. I'm going to unbox it for you and tell you more about her business when we get there. So let's get into this day. Okay, so already this morning, my kids were outside playing for a little while with the baby. And while I did some stretching and stuff, and then I took a walk with a few of my kids. Some of them have started their schoolwork, and now I'm gonna go sit out. Well, I'm gonna make my breakfast, and then I'm gonna sit out with the rest of them and do their schoolwork. And ideally, I had planned to do language arts and a lot of read alouds this summer, but that's just been a little bit harder for us to accomplish. And so I usually do language arts with my 5-year-old because that's kind of her summer reading for our summer reading program. But we've been consistently getting our math done, usually 4 or 5 days a week. Sorry, my son is sitting right here doing his schoolwork, if you can hear him. And then we've been doing their 30 minutes of reading 5 days a week for our summer reading program. I think I have a video on that, so I'll link it down below if you're interested in what we're doing. So today we'll probably just get our math done, and then they'll do their reading. And then we've been doing scripture study. It looks different every day. Sometimes we get it done in the morning, but sometimes they scatter, bless you, and go and play with friends. And sometimes they're around for us to do it in the morning. If we don't get it done in the morning, we usually do it around the dinner table and discuss some scripture stuff. So it is getting done, but it doesn't always look the same depending on the day. So we'll get that done this morning so we can at least just show you a little bit of what we normally do. And that's what we're gonna do today. So come and join us for a day in our summer school. Okay, so I'm starting with Manti because he's out here and he's doing level 3 of the Good and the Beautiful. He's going into second grade technically. He's creeping away. So we're gonna work on this. I usually just do this first part with him. That's kind of the lesson, and then he can do the review by himself. Okay, Alana is starting her math over here, and she's on the Good and the Beautiful Math 4 right here, and they have little video lessons. And so she put her headphones in so that she doesn't distract any of us. So she's listening to the lesson so that she can fill out this first part, and then it has the review if she needs to look at that. Okay, here's my breakfast. I just have some oatmeal with maple syrup and some pecans, and then eggs with mushrooms and green onions and a little bit of salt. If you watched my last, well, it might be a couple videos ago, the baby update and health update, you'll know why. There's only a little bit of salt in there. So that's what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. And sometimes I have strawberries, but I don't today. So tomorrow's the grocery store day. And so we'll have more strawberries tomorrow, but I don't have any today. Okay, so Lydia's ready to start her math. And this is the Good and the Beautiful kindergarten one. And so she is almost through this. So technically she'd be starting kindergarten in the fall, and so she probably will be close to starting her first grade math by that point, just because she loves math so much, huh? Do you like math? Yeah. So you do too. We are math people over here. So I'm gonna help her with this while I eat my breakfast. So Alana's finished the main part of her math, but this one has a coloring thing, and she loves to color. So she is coloring in this lion right here. Okay, so we're gonna work on our scriptures. This week we're talking about Esther. And so we have this little worksheet where I'll ask a question and they rip off the correct answer. And then we're gonna go a little bit through her story and they're gonna draw some pictures on their workbook. Okay, Manti, can you read the first question for us?
Esther was a Jew that lived in
Jerusalem or Persia? Do you remember where she lived? Does anyone remember where she lived? Persia. She lived in Persia, huh? What's the name of Esther's cousin that took care of her, Nehemiah or Mordecai? It's Mordecai. Good job. It's right here. Okay, Alana, can you read the next one?
Esther was chosen as
blank.
blank for the king. Queen or servant? Queen.
Queen, right? She was chosen as a queen. This guy woke up from his nap and has been hanging out with his dad. Hi, are you hungry? So I'm gonna take him and give him a bottle, huh? Do you want to eat? Okay, so I'm gonna work with Lydia on her music. Her teacher printed out like a summer schedule because they just have music for the school year. And so this is what we're going through and just kind of reviewing 3 to 4 boxes a week. And so today we're gonna review some of her music. He's very excited. She has her little bells right here and he really wants them. So we're gonna go through her music right now and practice a few things. Good job. You gonna tell them what song it is?
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Liddy's gonna play this song that she just colored in all the things for and see if she can figure it out. Sometimes it's a little tricky for both of us, so we're gonna see if we recognize it. Good job. Do you know what song it is?
No.
You don't know. I recognized it. Do you want me to play it for you and see if you recognize it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Liddy recognized this song. She doesn't remember its official name, but this is what she said.
Down the river.
Down the river. It's called Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
I would number that, story and number that.
Yeah. Okay, so we finished our homeschool for the day for the most part. I have, I think, one child that still needs to do some reading, but they can do that by themselves. But it is, I forgot to mention what time we started when we finished, because I know some people like to know those things. So we started basically at 9 o'clock and it's 10:45. So most of my kids were done with their math by 10 o'clock. And then I spent the rest of the time working on some language arts, reading stuff with my 5-year-old, and then doing some of her music practice. So that's kind of how the time was spent. So sometimes we can finish everything in about an hour, depending on the day and what the workload is, you know, with their math and all that kind of stuff. And then also if we end up doing scriptures at that time or if we do it later in the day. And sometimes it takes a couple hours. Sometimes my kids are already outside playing and I have to call them back in. So it's not always organized. Sometimes it is. I feel like this video was chaotic anyways. But sometimes stuff's all over the place. Sometimes it's a little bit more organized. It just kind of depends. So I have my older kids' math books right here. And I am not very good at checking their math every day. I need to be better about it. I usually just forget because of everything that's going on. But I have the answer booklets here, so I'm gonna go through and check. I think it's just been a couple days since I checked, and see how everything's going so that I can go over any things that they're not sure about and correct them now before they get further on in their math and keep making the same mistakes. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'll come back and do the unboxing with you. Okay, so I have this box to open up with you guys, and I'm very, very excited to open it up. So Ashley, one of my subscribers here on YouTube, reached out to me and wanted to do with this collaboration, and she has an Etsy store called Ashley's Homestead, and I was very, very excited to check everything out. She makes some really cool decorative beads. She makes book stacks, which is what I'm gonna show you in here, and I haven't even seen it in person. I've seen a picture of it, and then a few other things, and so I'll make sure her store is linked down below. And then she also did give me a code. I believe it is Jackie15. So again, that will also be linked down below for 15% off your order from her store. And so go check it out. But when you open this box up, this is super cute. I love her branding. I'll hold this up a little bit better. And she wrote me a cute note. That's so nice of her. She's so sweet. Like through all of our communication, she's been so, so sweet. And I just am so grateful for people like you guys that just help me so much and then remind me to be kind and thoughtful, because that's what Ashley has done. So this is super cute. I love, again, the branding on it, and then Ashley's Homestead. And then you can get 15% off with my code. And then this is the book stack. Obviously it's wrapped in bubble wrap. We'll open it up. But you know, it has a little sticker that says, "Thank you for supporting my small business." So like I said, please go over and support her small business. Okay, so I got through the bubble wrap. I always like when things are wrapped well because then they're less likely to get broken when they're being tossed around by the mail people. But there's different ways you can customize this. And so you can choose your font. She has like 4 different fonts I think you can choose from. You could choose like a thick burlap to wrap your book stack, or you could do some twine, which is what I did. So let me hold it up. And this is the one I decided on. There's some of them that are just statements that, you know, you wouldn't change the statement, but this one is like established, like a family established type thing. So it says Paulson, we decided on forever, and then it has the date we were married. So October 30th, 2009. So that's what's on here. And then again, like I said, I just chose to do the twine. I just like this look better than the really thick burlap, but I just think it's super cute. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet because this is more like a permanent thing, not a seasonal thing. So I have to decide where it will go in my house. And then she also has her cute little cards on top. And then farmhouse book stack decor has all of her information on here as well. So I guess I'll hold that up if you wanted to screenshot it. Hopefully it is coming through clear. And again, I'll make sure her Etsy store is linked down below, as well as my code. Go over and support Ashley. I'm excited to work with her. I love just meeting you guys, and talking to you and just getting to know so many great people in the world. Okay, I'm back real quick. I just got a closer look at this. Like I said, this is the first time I was looking at this, and I honestly thought it was wood when I ordered it, but guess what? Because a lot of book stacks are wood. These are books, they're actual books. I feel kind of silly. I didn't know that. That is such a fun idea. I feel like this is unique because the book stacks that I already have that are a little bit more seasonal are made of wood. This one is actually made of books. That is super, super cool. I don't know what books are in here, but I really love that idea. And then she's painted the spines of them with this. That is unique. Again, Sorry, I just had to come back on here and say that because I just thought that was so cool and I didn't know that they were actually made of books, and I think that's very unique. So thanks, Ashley, again.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. I had a few things I needed to film, and so his sisters are very good at taking care of him. Are you trying to grab something and not tip over? He's getting stronger. We're just waiting for him to crawl. It's gonna be super fun when he does. Hi, did you see me? Okay, the last thing I'm going to include in this video is my daughter making us lunch. And so I posted a video at the beginning of summer of our breakfast and lunch schedule, and this is part of our homeschool day because my kids are the ones usually making lunch or cleaning it up. It doesn't work perfectly all the time, and some meals require more help than others. And some of them, they can just, like chicken nuggets, you just toss them in the oven, you know, it still requires some work, but pizza is a big thing. That's what we're having today. So my daughter has gotten very, very good at it. She is 9 years old and she makes the dough from scratch. And then my kids each make their own pizzas. And then if me and my husband want a pizza, we'll make the normal dough amount. If not, we'll just half the dough amount if it's just for my kids. And then I'll just make a big size pizza for us. And so that's the last thing I'm gonna show in this video today. And it's just a lot of fun. It's great to see her progress. And so let's get in the kitchen and watch her cook. Are you eating? Feeding this little guy while his sister she pulled out the recipe card right here. And so she's getting stuff ready to make some dough for pizza. Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you mixing with it? You be careful of your hair, please. You both have really long hair. You could probably turn it up one more now, Alana. Alana just likes breadsticks, so she just rolls out the dough and adds a little bit of cheese, and that's it.
It's as long as a skyscraper. Then can I have that now? You can use this. I'm still working on mine. Mom, I can't make mine long enough.
Okay, well maybe don't push so hard because you just keep pulling it up every time you push it. Okay, so that was our summer school day in the life video. I hope you enjoyed it, just kind of getting a feel for how we do homeschool in the summertime. And then remember to check out Ashley's Homestead on Etsy. All of our information will be linked below and you can get a discount with my code Jackie15. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy seeing day in the life, and I will see you next time.